ओके देन स्क्रीन शो हो रही है आपको? ओके, so good morning everyone. Today we are going with our the last class regarding the series of a Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Till now we covered the all provisions, approximately all provisions regarding the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, whatever with the explanation provisions, application provisions, exceptions provisions, general nuisance के offences, public nuisance offences, obscenity offences, offence against human body, offence against property. We are done with that. Now we are just going with the last chapter 5 is about the offence against woman and child. In a IPC, the offence against woman is also be added and with the offence against human body. But in a BNS, they make a separate chapter for it. So some of the 2, 3, 4, 5 offences we are going to be read. First is about the rape, then is the sexual harassment, molesty, and there is a stalking, voyeurism, and apart from that there is a dowry death is also available there. So these are the some of the offence which are we going with the offence against women. First we going get the definition of the rape. Section 63, which simply defines the in a what circumstances rape has been done and the what circumstances the act has will come under the criteria of a rape. Section 60 subclause A to D, that is about the actus rea, and apart from that it is about the mens rea. In a actus rea they are simply says that four way to be commit a rape of a woman. First is that penetrate his penis into the vagina, mouth, uterus and anus, whatever we are. Penetrate the penis. Apart from penis, section B, subclause B is about the insert any object and any body part apart from the penis in the vagina, uterus, anus of the woman. Third is about to manipulate any part of the woman so as to cause penetration. It's about the penetration of a woman into the vagina, uterus, anus and any part of a woman. And third is about apply his mouth on the vagina, anus and urethra of a woman. So four conditions, in a four conditions, four act the rape has been done. Penetration of the penis, penetration insertions of the any object, manipulate any part of a woman for that cause the penetration of that vagina, and last is about apply the mouth on the vagina, anus and uterus of a woman. That is the actus rea regarding the rape. Now we come with the when you are doing that thing, you have the mens rea, you have the intention, and you done the whole that act against her will. First of all, you are done that act against her will without her consent. If you get the consent, with the consent, that consent obtained through the fear of death and hurt, with the consent, with that the man know that he is not her husband and that her consent gives because she believe that he is the another man to whom she is or believe himself to be the lawfully married. If the woman think that you are the person whom she is lawfully married, या फिर any another woman, any another man, sorry, if the woman is ready to make a sexual intercourse with a specific person and you make the believe to that woman that I am that guy, and you get that consent on that with that fraud, that is also be taken at the committed of under the criteria of a rape. Get the consent by reason of unsoundness and intoxication administered by him, with the consent where she is under the 18 year of age. If the woman, if the female give the consent to you for committing that penetration, but she has the under the 18 year of age, still become under the criteria of a rape. And the last is about she is unable to communicate the consent. The women are not able to talk to you and still you are doing that thing, that is completely committed under the rape. Clear with that? 7 circumstances if you get the consent and 4 circumstances regarding the actus rea. If that is that thing, you will become under the criteria of offense of rape. 2 exceptions are also available there. First is about the medical procedure and intervention shall not be constitute a rape. If during the any medical procedure the doctor required to insert some type of object in a vagina, uterus and of a woman, that will not come under the criteria of rape. And another thing is sexual intercourse and sexual act by man with his own life, the wife not being under the 18 year of age is not rape. A sexual intercourse and sexual act by a man with his own wife, with the wife not being under the 18 year of age, is not a rape. If the wife is not 18 year, and it's your wife, then it's completely not come under the criteria of rape. Exception 2 are somehow make a contradictory provisions regarding the marital rape. Let me go with that section first. Wait. Oof. Shit. Yes. Section 67, it says that whoever has sexual intercourse with his own wife who is living separately, whether under a decree of separation or otherwise. It means the wife, if are living separately, either because of the decree of separation, if you remember द हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट के तहत अगर उन्होंने जुडिशियल सेपरेशन की डिग्री ले रखी है, या तो वैसे या फिर किसी और रीजन से, एनी अदर वे शी इज लिविंग सेपरेटली एंड द हस्बैंड इज क्वाइट अवेयर अबाउट दैट शी इज गोइंग टू बी लिव सेपरेटली फ्रॉम मी, do the sexual intercourse with the wife without her consent shall be punished with the imprisonment for a description which not be less than 2 years, then he will be liable for the punishment of for the 2 years. Clear that? And the marital wife which are we going to discuss in the exception criteria of a rape, it's about simply with the wife who is not the under of age of 18, then you cannot be liable for commit the rape if that rape has, if the that sexual intercourse has been done with her consent. If that is not also be done with the consent, mark with that, if the person husband commit a rape with the wife, I change my word, I just said if the husband commit a sexual intercourse, commit the penetration with his wife without his consent and against his consent, that is completely a rape. The sexual intercourse a man with his own wife, the wife not being under the 18 year of age, is not a rape, but it should be with the consent, it should not be against her will. Judicial separation means I want to be live the separate from you, and if I simply I want to live the separate from you, it doesn't mean that you are going to live in a different house. Clear with that? Separation means doesn't require you both husband and wife live in a separate house. It just means that I will not fulfill my conjugal duties. What the conjugal duties? To make a sexual intercourse. That the conjugal duties. If you have a married wife, wedded wife, legally wedded husband of each other, तो आपकी conjugal duties हैं जो marriage से create होती हैं. Section 9 of Indian Hindu Marriage Act are discuss about it. Restitution of conjugal rights. You have to be fulfill it. But if the husband, if the wife says that I from now onwards I live separately from you, it means he is and she is not ready to fulfill his conjugal duties, and he and she will not going to sexual intercourse with each other. Now you can commit the sexual intercourse without her will. You will be liable for the marital rape. Clear? Okay. And if the wife is below the 18, then it definitely a rape, whether it's consent or not. Whether it consent or not, if the wife is below 18, wife is below 18 and you make a sexual intercourse with her, it's completely a rape because of that clause, section 62 subclause 6, 63 subclause 6. It simply says that if you make a penetration with a woman, even if your wife and she is below 18, you will be liable for the rape. First of all, the question is, if the wife is below 18, how can the marriage has been occurred? But the thing clear with the point to point, it's not possible to be marriage has been done because it's an offense, but the still marriage has been done. It's not a void marriage. Hindu Marriage Act section 5 subclause first is about the age, first and second, but that subclause are not declared that marriage as a void marriage. Even the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act also is never be declared the that marriage as a void marriage. It's a punishable offense. Punishable hai. Child marriage is a punishable thing, but not a void marriage. It depends upon the parties that after getting the maturity, after getting the 18 and 21, they can declare it void if they want. Voidable तो है और punishable भी है, लेकिन void नहीं है ab initio. ठीक है, एक बार। अब उस शादी को आप कंटिन्यू रखते हो एंड योर वाइफ इज बिलो 18 एंड यू मेक अ सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स विद दैट गर्ल, विद योर वाइफ, शी कैन make a charge of rape against you. One thing is that it's about the below 18. Now if she is above 18, she can make, if she are below 18, she can make a charge. It's not a completely compulsion कि वो करेगी केस फाइल। लेकिन अगर वो above 18 है and you make a sexual intercourse with her without her consent, you are living separately, जहाँ पे विदाउट her consent वाइफ के केस में बात आ जाती है तो ये बात हम प्रिज्यूम करके चलते हैं कि वो सेपरेटली ही होंगे। अगर सेपरेटली नहीं है तो इट्स मीन्स दे हैव टू फुलफिल द कॉन्जुगल ड्यूटीज। ठीक है, सो if you are living together then you have to be fulfill the conjugal duties, but if you say no it means you are living separately, even in a single room, even in a same house. Separation is not required to make a separate house and make a clear wording with that I will not talk to you. It's not like that कि WhatsApp पे वे ब्लॉक करेंगे तभी सेपरेशन होगा। सेपरेशन कैन बी कमिट इन अ सेम हाउस। Clear? That is the concept behind the rape. Apart from that rape, they make a special conditions for a punishment of a rape. If it's like that, if the person have committed the rape, he will be liable for the 10 year imprisonment for 10 years. But in a case if he is a police officer, he is a station officer, he is a premises in a station, he is a public servant, he is a armed officer, he is a management of a jail, he is belong to a staff of jail management, he is belong to a staff of hospital, he is a teacher, he is a communal secretariat, he is a, and any person who commit the rape to a pregnant woman and rape to a incapable woman, handicapped woman, who person the being a position to control the dominance over the woman, commit the rape, woman suffering from the mental and physical disability, while committing the rape cause the grievous bodily harm and disfigure any endanger the life of a woman, commit the rape repeatedly on the same woman, shall be punished with the rigorous imprisonment for a term which may not be less than 10 years but may extend to the imprisonment of life, which shall mean imprisonment of life, remainder of the person's natural death, and shall not be liable to fine, also be liable to fine. यहाँ पे बड़ा ही स्पेसिफिक कहा है कि अगर आपने यहाँ पे इम्प्रिजनमेंट ऑफ लाइफ दिया तो वो जब तक जेल में रहेगा जब तक वो मर ना चाहे, जब तक उसकी नेचुरल लाइफ कंप्लीट ना हो जाए, और 10 year मिनिमम पनिशमेंट रहेगी। इफ द पर्सन हु हैव सम अथॉरिटी एंड कमिट द रेप ऑफ अ वुमेन देन ही शुड बी लायबल आइदर फॉर द 10 year मिनिमम पनिशमेंट और भी टू द लाइफ इम्प्रिजनमेंट। shall not be less than 10 year, shall be punished with the rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 year, कि कम से कम 10 साल तो होगी, 10 साल से कम से नहीं हो सकती, बट मे एक्सटेंड टू, लेकिन ज्यादा से ज्यादा कितनी हो सकती है, इम्प्रिजनमेंट ऑफ लाइफ। ठीक है, कौन सा सेक्शन पढ़ रहे हैं आप? इट्स अबाउट सेक्शन 64। I am talking about section 64. सेक्शन 64 के सब क्लॉज 2 के प्रोविजंस हैं स्पेशल कंडीशंस में। गेट इट? है ना, चलो। And apart from them there is the same provision with that, you just have to be go and read with the every provisions. Now the one thing is also about the gang rape in a section 70. It says that where a woman is raped by one or more person constituting a group or acting in furtherance of common intention. Section 3 again come here. हाँ 64 ये क्या हो गया, मतलब क्लियर है ना? So I just come with the section 70 is about the gang rape. Whenever the one or more person commit a rape in a with a common intention, then they will be come under the criteria of gang rape, and each of those person shall be deemed to have commit the rape and shall be punished with the rigorous for a term which may shall not be less than 20 year but may extend to the imprisonment of life. It simply says that whenever the group of a person go and commit a rape, even there the suppose there is a 5 persons are there, and only one has committed the rape, four are just for the security. In this type of common intention group, we have to be deemed that every guy is the part of that group and they all are liable for the rape. Even that the 4 persons who didn't make any sexual intercourse, didn't make any penetration there, but still they are liable for the rape. Clear? Because they are the part of that intention, because of that intention, sharing of that intention, that guy who actually commit the rape have the guts with himself. जो उसे ताकत मिल रही है उस बंदे को जिसने रेप कमिट करा, उन 4 लोगों की वजह से मिल रही है, वो 4 ना होते तो शायद रेप भी कमिट ना होता. That's why the court and statute very clear that the all 5 come under the criteria of a gang rape and they will be liable for at least 20 year imprisonment. ठीक है, चलो अब हम आते हैं ऑफ ना मोलेस्टी वुमेन्स. Whoever, section 74, whoever assault or use criminal force to any woman, जिसको वुमेन्स के अगेंस्ट क्रिमिनल फोर्स यूज करना विद इंटेंशन टू आउटरेज एंड नोइंगली to be likely that he will be thereby that outrage her modesty. If I use a criminal force against a woman with the intention to outrage his modesty, or I know that my act will be going to outrage her modesty, shall be punishment for the either description which may not be less than 1 year. If I outrage the modesty of a woman, I make harass her, I make her offended with some type of words, some type of gestures, some type of bad touch, whatever I do, I outraged her aura which I have to be respected as a female, as a woman, as a human being, I have to be respect that aura, but I break it, I will be liable for the 1 year punishment. And what kind of harassment are there? Sexual harassment include the physical contact, advances involving unwelcome explicit sexual overtones, make her some type of bad touch to the woman, or demand or request for sexual favor. I make a demand to a woman for a sexual favor, showing pornography against the will of a woman, and making sexual colored remark. That type of act are come under the criteria of sexual harassment. If I make a bad touch with the woman, if I demand from the sexual favor from the woman, showing the pornography to her and making any sexual remark on her, that is come under the sexual harassment, and that type of case he will be liable for the 3-year punishment. Then we come with the viserium, section 77. It simply says that whoever watch, capture the image of a woman engaging in private act circumstances where she would usually have expectation that not being observed either by perpetrator or by the any other person. It simply says the women are in such type of circumstances like that where she feel that not is going to observe me, not is watching me. At that time, if the any guy watch her woman without her consent and capture any image, any video against her will without her consent, he will be liable for the voyeurism. Clear? Next is about the section 78. Is the stalking. Stalking means follow, either to be a offline mode, either to be a online mode. I try to many act to make a contact, attempt to contact, foster personal interaction repeatedly despite the clear indication of disinterest by such woman. After the disinterest by woman, after the clear indication, after the clear commit with the woman, I have no interest with you, I still following her, I still follow through online mode, try to make a contact with her, that is the offense of stalking. Clear? That is the offense related to a woman in a case of a every kind of woman. Now we going to the offense against the woman then related to the marriage. First is about a dowry. That whenever we commit, whenever we cause any type of bodily injury other than the normal circumstances within the 7 years of our marriage, whenever a woman is caused burn or bodily injury or occur otherwise than under the normal circumstances within the 7 years of marriage, and it is shown that before her death she was subject to the cruelty, harassment by her husband or any relative or her husband for in connection any demand of dowry, such death is called a dowry death. It means the woman has been died because of injury, because of one or any another way woman has been died in a unnatural circumstances, not like a normal circumstances. Normal death नहीं हुई है, unnatural death हुई है. Woman has been died within the 7 years of marriage. The first thing is required the death. Second thing is required the unnatural circumstances. Third thing is required before 7 years of marriage. शादी के 7 साल के अंदर अंदर the death has been done. Fourth thing is required she is subject to cruelty and harassment by husband or relative of husband. Fifth thing is required in demand of dowry. Then it means it be presumed that the death has been caused because of dowry. It means, again I repeated, that the death of a woman occurred in a unnatural circumstances before the 7 years of marriage because of the subject of cruelty and harassment by the husband or relative of husband, in the circumstances of a death, in the demand of, in the circumstances of dowry, in a demand of dowry. That death is called the dowry death. And all the husband or all relative of the husband she deemed to be have caused of his death. चाहे किसी ने एक थप्पड़ मारा है, किसी ने थोड़ा मारा है, कैसे भी वो वुमेन की डेथ होती है. इवन शी कमिटेड द सुसाइड बिकॉज ऑफ द कंटिन्यूस हैरेसमेंट एंड क्रुएल्टी बाय हर हस्बैंड एंड हस्बैंड्स फैमिली on the demand of dowry. The whole family will be liable for the death of that woman, and they will be liable for the imprisonment not less than 7 years, which may extend to the imprisonment of life. It's not about that how much your act is sufficient to cause death or not. Clear with that? Here the death has been done, it's quite sufficient. It's nowhere be required that the amount of injury are sufficient to cause death or not. It's just a injury. If you make any injury on a woman, and because of that injury the woman death has been done, woman committed the death, committed the suicide, या फिर वो डिप्रेशन में उसकी डेथ हो जाती है, वट एवर बी दैट, and you make that injury, make that cruelty because of dowry, then you will be liable for her death. Clear? Actus rea here is different from the culpable homicide or murder. यहाँ पे सफिशियंसी की बात नहीं हो रही, यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं कि आपने डाउरी के लिए किसी को क्रुएल्टी करी और वो मर गया एनी रीजन, और शादी को 7 साल हुए नहीं है, देन यू विल बी लाइबल फॉर द डाउरी डेथ. क्लियर? क्या चीज? अगर देखो डेथ नहीं होती तो डाउरी डेथ लगेगी ही नहीं. इफ जस्ट द इंजरी हैज बीन कॉज्ड देन यू विल बी गो विद द डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस. तो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस में चले जाए या बीएनएस के सिंपल हर्ट में चले जाए. ठीक है? अच्छा चलो अगला सेक्शन है हमारा इज अ सेक्शन 82. इट्स अबाउट द पर्सन गेट द मैरिड ड्यूरिंग द लाइफ ऑफ अनदर स्पाउस. इट्स अ बाइगेमी. whenever the person do the offense of a bigamy, then he will be liable for the imprisonment for the 7 years and may also be liable for the fine. Simple thing is that. ठीक है? Indian statutes especially follow the think of I always be against the bigamy. Polygamy, polyandry completely हमारे यहाँ prohibited है. एक exception यहाँ पे अभी रह गया था. We have to be go with that. The subsection does not extend to any person whose marriage with the such husband or wife declared void by the court of competent jurisdiction, nor to any person who contract the marriage during the life of the former husband or wife, if such husband or wife at the time of subsequent marriage shall have been continuously absent from the such person space of 7 years and shall not be heard by the such person time provided the contracting of such सब्सिक्वेंट. सिंपली सेड दैट द टू कंडीशंस टू यू. 2 एक्सेप्शंस उन्होंने दिए हैं कि एक तो ये कि कोर्ट ने उनको सेपरेट कर दिया, कोर्ट ने उनको डिक्री ऑफ डिवोर्स दे दी, देन द पर्सन और गाय कैन मेक अ सेकंड मैरिज विद एनीवन. क्लियर? सेकंड थिंग इज दैट हर हिज और हर स्पाउस आर नॉट बीइंग टू हियर फ्रॉम द 7 ईयर. 7 सालों से उसके स्पाउस का पता ही नहीं है कहाँ है. देन इट नॉट बी ऑफेंस ऑफ बाइगेमी. And the court also presumed that the person is not be here from the last 7 years. It presumed to be dead. वो मरा हुआ हम मान के चलते हैं. ठीक है? Another thing is that whoever commit the offence subsection 1 having concealed from the person with whom subsequent marriage is contracted the fact of the foreign marriage shall be punished with the either description which may extend to the 10 years. It says that you commit the second marriage, you commit the bigamy, बट यू आर कंसील्ड योर फर्स्ट मैरिज एंड द सब्सिक्वेंट मैरिज फ्रॉम योर स्पाउस, आपने वो कंसील करके रखी, बताई नहीं, इट मीन्स यू क्रिएट अ फ्रॉड विद बोथ पार्टनर, देन यू विल बी लाइबल फॉर द 10 ईयर। क्लियर? चल, ओ सॉरी, wait. Another thing is about the cruelty. Section 83, we just going to the bit definition regarding the cruelty. It simply says that any willful conduct is of such nature is likely to drive the woman to commit suicide. Now look at that. Cruelty क्या है? Cruelty is like that कि ऐसा कोई भी conduct आपने महिला के साथ करा जिससे वो सुसाइड करने के लिए प्रोत्साहित हो रही है, और कॉज टू ग्रेव इंजरी और डेंजर टू लाइफ, लिम्ब और हेल्थ ऑफ द वुमेन, और ऐसा कंडक्ट जो उस महिला की लाइफ को, लिम्ब को और हेल्थ को बहुत ज़्यादा खतरे में गिर रहा है या फिर उसे सुसाइड करने के लिए तैयार कर रहा है। और हैरेस्ट ऑफ अ वुमेन, सच हैरेसमेंट इज विद द व्यू to coercion her, any person related to her, meet any unlawful demand for any property, valuable security in account to the failure by her or any person related to meet with such a demand. If you make the harassment is like that, you make a wrong behavior with her, you make a wrong behavior with her relatives, you demand from her them and their relatives, you demand from them for the valuable security, any property and anything which you continuously harass that woman, it come under the criteria of cruelty. It's simply like it is talk about the both mental and physical cruelty. You make any woman for compel any type of mental trauma with them, any type of mental trauma regarding with their kins and relatives, and you physically torture her, that both in the case the cruelty are come in picture, and you will be liable for the offense which has been done in the respect of cruelty. ठीक है? Apart from that, there is some of the offenses regarding the miscarriage. If you cause the miscarriage of a woman without her consent, it's a completely offense. Without a description is also offense. You commit the miscarriage before because of some revenge, because of some of type of ideology that you don't want a girl child and boy child with yourself. That all are the come under the offense of miscarriage. You have just to go through with the sections and read out the punishment provisions there. विदाउट कंसर्ट, विदाउट, इफ यू डन द मिसकैरेज विद द गुड इंटेंशन। हाँ सर बताइए। मतलब मिसकैरेज करना वुमेन का विदाउट हर कंसेंट, विदाउट हर नॉलेज एंड विदाउट एनी गुड इंटेंशन, by giving the medicine, by giving making some any accident, by any with the meeting of a doctor आप जबरदस्ती मिसकैरेज कर देते हैं, it's completely a offense. And one thing is just I want to be add that if you done the miscarriage with the good intent to safeguard the life of a woman, to because of the any medical requirement you did the miscarriage, and women are not giving the even the consent, but as a husband you give the consent कि miscarriage कर दीजिए, I want to save my wife, that will completely allow. That is not come under the criteria of offense. If the woman wife are not able to give the consent on her behalf, husband and her guardians give the consent for her betterment, that will be allowed. Otherwise, doing the miscarriage of a woman without her consent is an offense. Clear? Now there is some of the offense against the child are has been there. It's like that making the conceal the disposal, conceal the birth of the child, hiring and employing the child, engaging for the commit any offense, prevent the child, make the child for the sexual offense. These type of things are related with the parents, how the parents are doing that. अपने बच्चों को 12 साल से कम बच्चों को छोड़ देना, अबंडन कर देना, दैट इज़ आल्सो ऑफेंस एज पर द सेक्शन 93. चाइल्ड के बर्थ को कंसील करना, उसकी डेड बॉडी को छुपा के मतलब मार दिया, डेड बॉडी वगैरह छुपा दिया, दैट इज़ आल्सो बी ऑफेंस. डेड बॉडी को डिस्पोज कर दिया, अर्ली बॉर्न चाइल्ड की डेड बॉडी को. बच्चे हायर करना, इंगेज करना फॉर अ ऑफेंस, फॉर अ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, दैट इज़ आल्सो अ ऑफेंस. ठीक है? These are the some of the offense. Selling of the child for the prostitution is also biggest offense. Buying the child for the purpose of prostitution, these are the offense related to the offense against woman and child. What you need to be read when you and read the rape, sexual harassment. After that the offense related to the married woman, regarding the dowry death and the bigamy and cruelty. ठीक है. Then you will be go with the miscarriage. Some of the you just have to be go with the reading the basic provisions of the miscarriage. Then some of the offense regarding the child, regarding the selling, abandon, whatever they are, hiring of a child. Then you have to go with that. Clear? Now you just read the whole BNS with yourself, and you find any doubt, then come to me. I will be try to sort out the every kind of doubt, and you can download the all notes and the one liner from my the Telegram group. Okay then, bye everyone.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.